Hi YouTube, and welcome back to Every Day with me, Nick. I'm your host, Nick, and we're back out on the wood yard. Well, wood yard? No, we're not going to call it wood yard. I'm going to call it where the wood is at the current moment in time. Just obviously following on with the last video, which was getting the firewood cut, ready to split. But I want to talk to you about something that I was just talking to Laura about, my partner, last night on about well, it looks like we're going to get a bit of weather, a cold weather front coming in, and on the back of that, I think it's vital to be prepared for that. You know, a lot of people in the UK don't take cold weather easy because we're not used to it. I love the cold weather, so I am all for it. However, I still feel like I have to get things prepared before that happens. What do I mean by being prepared? Well, for us, we've got a log burner. We heat our house with wood and coal if needs be. Now, you know, currently, because the weather's not been that bad, it's only been wet. What I'm doing is I'm going to the wood store, like for myself, my own wood store, and I'm there we go, and I'm just bringing back a barrow full of wood every night. Now that's fine, but there's nothing round my house in preparation for a cold spell. And say if we had a huge dumping of snow, the van that I've got, that will not be able to move. It'll be immobile because it's rear wheel drive. It's very light on the rear, and it's just game over with them kind of vans. Anyone in the UK who's got a Transit, a Ford Transit, or any rear wheel drive van, and they don't have any substantial weight in the back, they're completely useless. A little bit of rain on the ground and they'll spin up just as equally as it would be with snow. So it's a bit of, I knew about it when I bought it. I shouldn't have bought it, but I did anyway, so that's that. But no, so what I was talking with Laura about was, right, let's get prepared. Let's get prepared by, and she was like, well, what should we do? I said, well, first of all, we need to sort the garage out. We need to make sure that the quad is at the front of the garage, ready to come out when we need it, because that quad will still be, unless we get a real deep dumping of snow, then it won't be able to do anything. But if it's only, you know, if it's, I don't know, 6-7 inches, which we would never get anyway, but if we had a bit of snow on the ground, at least the quad can get out and I can still get to places if needs be. Laura's got her car, but I wouldn't ever bring it on the land. It's that wet on the ground. I wouldn't chance the car getting stuck. So I want the quad at the front of the garage, and the digger can go at the back. Then it doesn't really need to be there. So that's number one. Number two is fill our log store up that's in the garage, and we can get about half a cord of wood roughly in there. It lasts us about a month, 3 weeks, maybe it's a bit more than half a cord anyway, because I think it's about 10 foot long by 4 foot deep by 5.5 foot tall. So that's quite a bit of wood actually. It's probably is around about a cord, to be honest. So I need to get that round, and I need to get that put in there, because once that's in there, if it does snow and we can't go anywhere, or we can't get out with the car or whatnot, then at least we've got firewood at the house and we're all right. Number three is, I don't often burn coal. It costs so much to burn coal to purchase it. However, when it's really cold on a night and my fire obviously goes out with the wood, it just burns out as you would expect. Man, I probably get about 3 hours, 3.5 hours tops on like a real smouldering burn, which is, it's not efficient. It's 76% efficient burner, but it's still not that efficient. And yeah, the coal, by putting a bucket full of coal, that's quite a lot of coal, to be honest, where I put on it. It's a fairly decent sized bucket, you know, and it's probably roughly like about 7 or 8 kilos of coal, and I yucked that on, and yeah, that lasts right through into the next morning easily, and it's still there. You know, the coal nuggets are still there throughout the day as well. They're still providing heat as well, so as long as I keep on top of putting wood in there after. Now, I want to get, you know, there's a lot of misconceptions about wood and what, you know, the characteristics of burning, which I completely agree with. I primarily at the moment are burning softwood, which was Scots pine. It is a soft wood. It doesn't have any longevity in its burning, so I didn't have the ability to get hardwood at the time of when I used to get it. But now, you know, my next supplier is going to be able to offer hardwood, which is great. So that's what we're going to move on to a bit as well. Sorry, I'm just going to make you wiggle here because I'm going to put the battery pack in. So yeah, that's the next thing, is changing up the wood species. You know, I've got a bit of hardwood here. I've got ash and sycamore here now. I don't know what sycamore's like, but ash is not a bad wood to burn. But yeah, the Scots pine, the softwood, it's not the best. It's not good for any longer periods of time. To be honest, I don't think I'd get that much more out of the ash. But it is what it is. Sorry for the dogs barking in the background. They're at it all day, so sorry about that. So yeah, being prepared. You know, getting the wood like where the woodshed is, making all that ground clear. For when I need to come in with the trailer and whatnot, you know, in the quad. That way I've got an area to come in, and if there's snow covering it, at least I know it's clear and it's not going to we're not going to hit anything. So that's the next job. So I've got wood to cut, wood to split, ground to clear, and hopefully that's all going to be done before next week. So currently today, and this is for record, currently today is the 30th of November. And tomorrow is the 1st of December for me on this, but this video might come out a little while later. And I want to be prepared. You know, I normally am quite well prepared. However, I've got no wood around there at the moment, which is really like chewing me up a bit, because I need it there, not here where it's stored all year round sort of thing. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about being prepared. Now, you guys in America and other countries that are quite well snowbound when it comes to the winter, you guys already know how to be prepared. You already have machinery, equipment to move snow, to be prepared for that kind of carry on. You already have your wood stores already stocked up, you have your oil tanks filled up, you have your coal bunkers if you use it filled up. So you guys already know. But for us in the UK, we're a bit lax, we're a bit lazy, because our winters aren't always cold. Like last winter, it was fairly mild. We were still building in the midst of like the winter, like January, February, which is generally very cold months. We were still building, the sun was shining. So, you know, we've got to be prepared for all eventualities, and it's not something that you should really think, we'll be right because last year was mild. This year might not be, and I feel like this year is going to be a bad one. So I'm just getting prepared. So I need to get a lot of wood split again to fill up another bay. That's just ready for next year. It's not this year's wood. I'm a little bit dubious about how much wood I've got for this year's wood, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, that's what we've got going on. So I just wanted to have this little short video with you guys about being ready for everything, really. It doesn't have to be the winter, it could be anything. It could be, you know, heaven forbid a war. Have some food supplies that are non-perishable set aside. Bottle your water up. Have your generators all tip-top condition, ready for blackouts, power outages, or anything that, you know, your power lines might get disrupted or whatever. Stock up on a bit of diesel, bit of petrol, gas for you American people, and actual propane and the rest of it, because you just don't know what's around the corner. If we get snowed in, that means the supply chains are snowed in. So just get prepared. But But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So today, like I say, I'm just going to it's going to be a two-part video, this, because I've already rambled on for 10 minutes. So this one's going to be first, about being prepared. Then my second video that will come out shortly after is going to be about getting the last of the wood split, cut and split. Fingers crossed. I've got a guy down the road, he's asked if I can help him split his wood because he doesn't have a mechanical splitter or a hydraulic splitter. And I said, yeah, of course, he's got a bad knee, you know, he needs it replaced next year. So that's what we do, don't we, as youngsters, our younger generation try and look after the older generations. So yeah, that's what's going on. So thanks for listening to me babble and ramble on, but I think it's kind of vital that you guys should, if you don't already, but if you should start preparing. That's for anyone in the UK, USA, anywhere in the world, you know, it doesn't matter where you are. Just be prepared for everything, or try to be. Right, 11 minutes rambled. What am I doing? Let's stop this and start the next video. Cheers guys, and be prepared. Good morning.